Okay, so yesterday was day 4 for Dave LeBeau in the sauna. And yesterday you were up to 700 milligrams
700 milligrams yesterday. Yep.
of the
Of
niacin.
niacin.
And you were keeping the temperature at what?
I think Dan put it up to 149. I think it got up to 147 yesterday.
Yeah. And so yesterday you mentioned it was the hardest day to breathe, but you wanted to
Yeah,
keep it.
it was definitely the hardest day to breathe in there. But we ended up making it through all 3 sessions. Difficult, but doable.
Right. And then tell me about the phenomenon that you're already seeing on day 4.
So Dan texted me last night and sent me pictures of the towel I was sitting on, which was underneath me on the bench. And you can clearly see the print of my butt on the towel, like where I was sweating, and it's already starting to turn brown. So it'll be interesting when I get to the clinic today to see, like after it's dried, like what color it is. It's very noticeable in the pictures that the imprint is there, where all my sweat was going onto the towel had already began to turn brown, which is ahead of schedule. He didn't expect to see anything till I got over 1,000 milligrams of niacin, but I just think my body is that clogged up that it's just coming out anywhere.
What color was your t-shirt?
So the t-shirt, every day when I get back to the house, I hang up the t-shirt and I let it dry for the night. And then this morning when I looked at it, the t-shirt, like the bottom third of the t-shirt was kind of like tan color. It had some brown streaks in it, so where it would have been tucked into my shorts, collecting sweat, also turned that brown color, which is pretty disgusting.
I know.
But
we
good.
Should take some samples of it. Maybe we can do some testing on it, like forensics testing. What is in there? Run it through that chemical mass spectrometer or whatever you call it. And then, so other than the difficulty breathing, what were you feeling on day 4?
I've noticed recently, after I get out of the sauna, I do have the shakes a little bit. The morning before last was really bad. When I got out of bed, I had the shakes like really bad, and brain fog was really bad that day. But Dan said that that's to be expected because that means that things are kind of moving around, which is, it might be difficult now, but it's progress, towards the goal of getting the stuff out of my body. I guess, the extra brain fog is a good sign that things are actually starting to move, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, because the toxins will store themselves in the fat, and it doesn't get out except for the niacin helps it come out.
Right.
And then it goes into the bloodstream, but you don't want it to go back in the lipid zone, so the heat stress is helping it come out, the sebaceous sweat, but some of it's going to end up in your GI tract, which is why you're taking the activated charcoal and the zeolite to bind it, and then also the oils helps it to stop reabsorbing back in and going back into the lipid zone. So so some of it still is kind of coursing through your blood, and we kind of expect that it's going to get worse before it gets better. Now tell me about your sleep. Is it still only like an hour or so a night, or 2.5?
My sleep, I'm kind of hit and miss. I'm very tired early in the night because the treatments seem to pretty much suck the life out of you. So I'm exhausted early, but I might sleep for like an hour and a half early in the night, and then I'm up for most of the night, and then I'll fall asleep like, later in the night, like 3, 4, 5 o'clock for an hour or so.
So that's maybe another an extra hour of sleep that you weren't getting before.
Exactly.
Actually.
So I am getting like probably an extra hour of sleep compared to what I did before at this point.
Yeah.
The way things are going, I definitely expect things to get better down the line here. I know that I've got some rough days ahead of me. Which was explained to me at the beginning. I mean, nothing was sugar-coated, and I don't want anything sugar-coated. I want to know that this is going to be kind of hell for the first 2 weeks, and then the the body will turn itself around, and you'll be on the uphill after that. So
yep. So we're gonna take the dog on a walk again, and we'll see if you can feel any difference in the lungs.
Yeah.
And you haven't started coughing anything up yet. It's not
yet.
loosening yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
So, but I will. I'm confident.
Yep.
I have faith.
All right. So we'll take a walk with this guy. You'll be up to 800 milligrams today, and then we'll check in with the results later. Thanks, Dave LeBeau.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can smell the vinegar. So this is the CalMag. You mix it with vinegar to make it more bioavailable, yes?
That's right.
And then put hot water. It kind of melts it, I guess, after you let it foam up at first.
Yeah, it's gonna sit in that hot water for a little bit, and then we'll add regular water, and
And then this guy's gonna drink it. He's getting all kinds of lovely cocktails. And Dan's all dressed up in his bartender shirt. How you feeling in there, buddy?
hot.
Yeah, it's hot. So this is your second cycle today?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been in for 60 minutes. You're gonna come out for 15, go back in for another 30, so it'll be 90 minutes today. Hanging in there, man. Woo! All right. Meanwhile, going ahead and mixing up separating out all the different pills. We got like potassium,
Salt, as well as cell salts or plasma electrolytes.
plasma electrolytes, okay. And then a whole bunch of other horse pills that he needs to take after, because you got a body balance, because you're sweating out the good stuff as well as the bad stuff. And getting ready to take a temperature. Final countdown! Woo! All right, emerging. Oh, okay.
Half of the man I used to be. The other half is in there. So half's in the thing.
All right, let's see what your temperature is. You still look a little red. Yeah.
102.3.
Okay. Cool. Documented and everything. Whew. Oh yeah, getting all kinds of vitals in there. Cool, man. Okay.
Okay.
How'd you feel today? Was it hard to breathe again with the heat? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard.
April Fool's Day with Dave LeBeau, and then also a visitor today, Lori, is also working for the state in California with the COVID stuff. But anyway, so we are social distancing on the front porch, and we have a report from Dave, who's been basically day 7 of the Detoxination program, and we have some amazing news to report.
Well, I slept a little bit last night, so I ended up getting around 5 hours sleep, which is good for me. The night before I was at about an hour, so 5 hours is definitely a step up for me.
When do you think is the last time you actually slept more than an hour and a half or 2 hours?
It's been a long time,
Like-
probably a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
So that's actually amazing progress. It's
Yeah.
sorry we have to completely wipe you out. That's tough.
It's
But
definitely tough.
yeah, so tell us what you're on in the niacin, and then
So today I'm up to 1,000 milligrams of niacin. Yesterday's sauna session was tough, but we'll have photos later. But I think that the towel I was sitting on will be discolored from yesterday once it dries. Definitely, it was a tough sauna session, very difficult to breathe, but we made it through it. Keep plugging away, and the past few days have been very difficult, but getting a little bit of sleep last night is definitely reassuring that, hopefully this is working, and figure another week or so of tough stuff, and then hopefully we'll be on the right track here.
yeah. And then so Anne-Marie Principe and you have been talking a little bit,
Yep.
trying to coordinate.
So I spoke to Anne-Marie last night, and she's still working on coordinating some stuff with Dr. Amen and Dan Root about the brain scan. I started in the office, I started doing the brain tap 2 days ago, which is relaxing, it's nice. So things are going pretty well though. It's difficult, but it'll be worth it.
Good job. All right, so we'll be taking niacin in an hour,
Yes.
and then 2 hours after that, we'll be heading to the office, and we'll pick it up from there.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.